Today, I want to talk about the children of the world and why they're being. It seems like we're raising socialist children, and I guess to some degree, communism seems to become a big factor in family households. So I'm a baby boomer, and I'm watching my families and my friends and their children, and we I don't know if it's because we all work so hard as boomers and we just kept bringing the money in and feeding it to the children, and at some point they felt that they were entitled to having our money. And the generation of children coming up right now is they go to school, they don't get proper education. They all they want to do is take, and the sad part is we're not even gone yet, and they've pre-spent our money. And this is in so many families all around the world. So another sad part is because we have open borders. I mean, it has been changing in the last couple of years because of Donald Trump, and he's pushing around the world to slow the borders down and having legal, not illegal, immigration come in. It seems to be a big factor, and it's hurting the people that live in these countries that have been here for years, the generational ones, and the people that are coming in that are getting into the governments in Canada, which are where I'm from, in America, and they're changing the rules of the game to we want America and Canada's money. We're entitled to it because we're Canadians now and we're Americans now. So that's a rocky road to go down because we did work hard. We were all immigrants at one time, but the new generation of immigrants coming in, they're taught by the rich elites that they're entitled to everything, because the bottom line is the rich people, they do control most of the world, but the bottom line is the younger rich people, they're brainwashing these people coming in thinking they're entitled to how we worked hard. So we are a society of gimme, gimme, gimme. People want to work less. I had to work 7 days a week most of my life, and to get what I have, and I still don't have enough. Everyone wants more as life goes on. Now, I did grow up in a poor family. My father was in the military and didn't make a lot of money, and my mother was a farmer. But the bottom line is they tried hard, and we didn't get a lot, but we had to find out we had to go to school, we had to get educated, and we got ahead. We didn't go for university degrees, but we got degrees and we made a good living. Now the younger generation, they go to school, they get useless degrees, and they think that they're the next generation. And I even mean even the higher degrees ones, the doctors, the lawyers, they're all entitlement to wanting to change the world, and a lot of it has to do with socialism. A lot of it has to do with family values and the children thinking they're entitled to the money that they never work for. They think that if they get a degree, the doctors, even the doctors, I found out through COVID, the doctors are pushing that what their ideology is, that what they think the world should be, and who's going to get fixed and who's not going to fix. First through COVID, I mean, every time someone went to the hospital with COVID, even if it was a pre-existing condition and something else, they said it was COVID. Well, the doctors were lazy and they followed the system, and the system was the government telling them what to do. And then, lo and behold, in the end, we found out that it was all done wrong, but nobody's going to admit it. I mean, the government never admits any faults. But going back to the children, how are we going to slow this process down? How are we going to slow socialism down? Because I live in Thailand, and you'll never see socialism in Thailand, but you'll see it in a lot of the countries. In Europe, you're seeing it. It's already in China. It's already in Russia. It always has been, and communism in both those countries. So to some degree, they call it socialism, but it's not. I mean, everything's run by individual people and oligarchs. But Canada and America are trying to go the same route by immigration, and these people getting into government, and they're pushing their thoughts. So what I want to know is, and I want some feedback from people, because again, man, Gailey, I talk about mental stress. I talk about our lives and where we're going, and happiness. And what is true happiness? Well, true happiness is to get ahead in life. And a lot of people aren't getting ahead because they're lazy. Okay, the bottom line is we have a bunch of lazy people, and it's all about entitlement. What I want, I want, I want. That's all I ever hear from people, what I want. Not what I'm going to do to make it, or maybe I have to move to a different part of my country to work harder and then not sitting in the area where my family grew up and they never leave. So quit whining my whole life. I got up, I moved, I made money. You know, went back to where I grew up, but I didn't want to. So I just want to hear from people that why do we have children that whine 24/7 and a society that thinks the rich people should give everything to us? I mean, the rich work hard. They contribute back to the countries. They innovate. Who innovates? Nobody innovates. The rich put money into things. They lose money, and then they come up with ideas. Why can't everyone appreciate what some of these people are doing and all work together to make the country better and quit whining about their country? And if you whine so much, go back to where you came from, because I tell you what, most people would never go back. You know, and quit running Canada down and running America down. You go into the country like Thailand, you start whining, I get kicked out of this country. And I don't blame them, because they don't want whiners in here. They want people who are going to help the country grow, because they don't have money like Canada and America do, and they want to see their country get ahead. So quit whining and put some effort into your life, and let's all try to get ahead. Thank you. Ken Man Gailey.